I was fortunate enough to look at and do the first uterine transplant. What was different in our kind of a transplant that we did was the donor was done laparoscopically. So if somebody wants to donate the organ, why should he have a big incision? So we did it through laparoscopy. So donor retrieval of the uterus was done through keyhole surgery. It was not an open surgery. And then we put this uterus into the daughter who was born without the uterus. And then 1 year down the line, she had a baby. The second lady is also pregnant. What is the uniqueness of this is that this is an organ which will now create a life. So when you do kidney transplant, when you do liver transplant, you make the person who's dying live, because you are putting an organ from somebody and that the person lives. But with the uterus transplant, what you are doing is you are creating a life out of a transplanted organ. So this is very unique, that you are transplanting the organ of the mother, and the mother has given the life to the daughter and then the children. The uterine transplant has opened many doors for people who are born without the uterus, or whose uteruses are not functioning, or whose uteruses have been taken out because of various reasons, like an emergency hysterectomy. So these are the kind of patients who would only go for surrogacy or adoption. But with the uterine transplant, now they have a hope of having a motherhood, and that is delivering the child through her own tummy. And that is the basic potential of uterine transplant. So I think it's a big one, and over the period of years, it's going to gain more and more importance. Unfortunately, it is a little bit of complex surgery, but I'm sure in years to come, it will become very easy. Well, of course, robot can completely replace the normal experience surgery. The biggest advantage of robotic surgery is that an average surgeon with limited skills can become a good surgeon with the use of robot. So every time a patient did not land up into an excellent surgeon's house. So sometimes they go to an average surgeon, but with the help of robot, these average surgeons can do surgery as good as an expert surgeon. And the final beneficiary of this is the patient. The patient who is going to receive the surgery is the final beneficiary, and therefore it is very important. The only problem with robotic surgery is the expensive. It is very expensive. But one day will come when the robotic surgery will become cheap, and then people will be able to do this on a routine basis. Well, this is a question. There are too many things which are coming into the world. One of the greatest things that is coming into the world is AI and artificial intelligence. Now, the artificial intelligence will have multiple areas, especially in cancer. The artificial intelligence will be able to guide you where the cancer cells are. The artificial intelligence will tell you whether you are doing the correct surgery or not correct surgery. And the artificial intelligence may, of course, replace the human beings also. So patients will always have a safe surgery. It's going to be like a plane journey from one destination to another. Irrespective of what pilots you have, you are going to be safely landing from one place to another. So that kind of safety is going to come in laparoscopic surgery as well as robotic surgery and the future of the surgery. And this is going to make a huge difference to the patient, because finally, as doctors, what is our important thing is to cater the best treatment to the patient. So this is what artificial intelligence will achieve: very minimum complications, maximum benefit, and evidence-based surgery. Well, trachelectomy is very important. It is seen to be done in early cervical cancers and in the patients who are interested in having pregnancy. So this trachelectomy is a very important way of completely taking care of the cancers. The only problem is that it is not a very easy operation to perform. You can do trachelectomy transvaginally as well as laparoscopically. We do it very regularly laparoscopically. It is done for early cancers, and it has a huge potential because radiation will completely destroy the ovaries in early cancer, will make the vagina dry, no sexual intercourse after that because it becomes dry. So for early cervical cancers, surgery like a trachelectomy is the best option. Right now, my focus for the last 4 years was on uterine transplant, and also besides the transplant, I am into teaching a lot of people. So the techniques that I have developed are very popular now all over the world, and the idea is to make the surgery duplicable. But my next future would be to do what we call as neuropalveology, where we will be doing for a paraplegic patients, the nerves that I showed you today during the first surgery. If these nerves are stimulated, then people who cannot walk will be able to walk, and this is our basic idea of doing it. So let's hope that I can succeed into that. I think I have come to one of the blessed places. I have operated in more than 50 countries in the world, but this happens to be wonderfully equipped theatres, and it is not only the equipment that makes the difference, it's the people who are behind this equipment. So all the theatre nurses and the staff who are assisting me are really committed, and they are assisting me with a lot of smile on their face, very competent. So that goes to show how the leader has made this hospital very well. First of all, ambience-wise, it is one of the cleanest hospitals I have seen. You cannot have such kind of clean hospital. The theatres are very well equipped, and the human beings who are associated, and the technical part is really great. So it was a very 5-star experience for me. I enjoyed it thoroughly, and it's really a pleasure to be here and an honor to be here with all you guys. Thank you so much.